All right, you guys, we are on the last steps for our Aranyi watercolor painting. We are going to use a white gel pen to add some stars to the sky. It's really up to you. You can just do a few or you can have fun with this. I don't care. We got to be careful though. If you get too carried away, it starts to look like polka dots. We don't want polka dots. Before we do this, though, we do need to remove the tape from our painting. I already did my other three sides, but I want to demonstrate this to you because it's actually very important. When I pull my tape, I am not pulling straight. I always pull tape at an angle. Do you guys see how I'm creating sort of a triangular angle here? I'm also pulling away from my painting, not towards my painting. So as I pull the tape, I work slowly and I make sure that I'm angling away. So you can actually see that I'm almost making a right angle here with my tape as I pull. If you notice it starts to tear, it tore a little bit right there. It's okay, not much I can do about that. But if I see it tearing into my drawing or my painting, I tell kids, just stop. Rip that tape off, start from a different direction. If it gets bad again, what we're going to do is take an X-Acto knife and actually slice that so it doesn't pull the paper off of your drawing or your painting. Because it could really ruin your sky if you just ripped a big chunk of paper right off of it. Okay, so now here it is. I've got a nice clean white border around the edge that always looks good with watercolor. White gel pen. I have a special white gel pen that I love. This is a Signo Uniball. Can you guys read that? It's taken me years to find the perfect gel pen, just saying. Okay, to do stars, this is key. We need different shapes. So we're going to have some that are larger dots and some that are so tiny you can barely see them. The other thing about stars, we tend to notice them in clusters. So you're going to have a few together, and then you need to leave some space and then maybe work a cluster somewhere else. Make sure you kind of throw one big one in and make sure the rest are pretty small. I also noticed with Aranyi, she does a lot of her stars at a bit of an angle. Those clusters, they're not in big, round, circular areas, okay? So look for that. Try to kind of have them look like they're scattering across your sky. Across, not across. Another little trick I do, I don't know if you guys can see this, sometimes I'll do a little cross shape like that. That looks like a twinkly star. But again, don't do too many of them and don't make it too big. Last little detail on adding stars to your painting, giving it kind of a galaxy feel. Keep them up in that dark area near the top of your painting. If you put them down here, it doesn't make sense, right? You can't see the stars where the sky still has sun sort of coming down for the sunset. So you want to put them up high where it's like, oh, it's just turning to night up there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and finish my stars. Whenever you think you've got this, go ahead and start your own. Absolutely, your painting must be dry before you can do this. You cannot add gel pen to wet paints. I'm going to add a few just sort of scattered like loners down here, as if they're just starting to appear in the night. I almost think I did a few too many. I'm going to do one more little cross one there to give a little twinkle, and maybe one kind of over here. Let's see. Take a look at some of her work too. I've posted some on the right side of the page. You can kind of study how she does it. She does a few shooting stars also. If you feel like trying that, go for it. And I think I'm going to leave it about like that.